Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Hens back with another video, and in today's video, we're going to be going over how I made 6 Team of the Years completely free to play. But before we get started, I'm going to hide my face cam here just because I remember last time I got in the way of the video a little bit, so we're just going to hide it there. But yeah, so as you can see, I have currently 6 Team of the Years on my team right now, but I'm well on the way to making a 7th one. And the reason why I'm only saying 6 of them are free to play is because I did spend a little bit of money to get Makar. And then, even with the money that I spent to get Makar, it wasn't even, enough to fully make him. So I've actually built like 6 and, a quarter of a Team of the Year completely free to play. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. Now, the biggest thing that you're going to have to remember is that it's going to take a lot of grinding to do it as fast as I did. Do I regret all the grinding that I did? Maybe a little bit, but it was mostly during my off week when we didn't have school in between like my first and second semester, so I didn't have a lot of school going on. But basically what I did was I came over to the auction house here, and it depends on how you start, really. So if you have a lot of coins to start, it's going to be a little bit differently for you than if you don't have a lot of coins to start. And we'll go over starting the filter that I used to make my, first 300, or not 300, like 50 to 100K. I used mostly this filter along with a few other ones, but it was mostly this one. So the first thing that you want to do is you're going to set your filter to gold jerseys. And you don't really want to set a price max on it, just because there are going to be some good deals on jerseys that you see here. And really what you're looking for is international jerseys, but more specifically Team Canada jerseys or reverse retro jerseys like this Buffalo Sabres one here that sell for a little bit more than the regular jerseys do. And you're not looking for just any version of these. You're looking for one of them, like a version of these jerseys that you can snipe. So like this Rangers jersey reverse retro, we can compare price here. We can see it's 1900. I can probably buy this for 950 and probably flip it for a little bit more. However, it's just not worth my time at this point. So because I do have a little bit more coins, stuff like this Dallas Stars jersey here could be a good one to flip. Even this one for 1300 here isn't a bad buy to flip. But yeah, you're basically going to want to start the 59th minute here, and you're mostly looking for some of the more rare reverse retro jerseys, the more sought after ones, and you're going to be buying them and then selling them for a little bit of a profit. Now, to get even more specific, what I was doing mostly was setting my filter to international, but this was mostly when the World Juniors was on, so it worked a little bit better then, but it still works very well now. You're going to set your filter to international jerseys, Team Canada, and you're going to look through all these jerseys, and if you see anything for like 2,000 coins or less, you're going to buy it. You're going to compare price on the jersey version that you bought, and you're going to resell it for a little bit more. And most of the time, these jerseys can sell from, depending on the jersey, anywhere from 8K like this jersey here, to anywhere up to like almost 30K for the white jersey. So just keep an eye out for what jersey you buy. Usually this red one here, usually either of the red ones are kind of the worst ones to go for. But the black and the white ones are usually pretty decent, and they don't sell very quickly, so it's going to be a little bit of a longer sell. But they do sell quick enough that you can make some coins off them. The next one I was doing was I was bidding on base icons. So for example, this Marty Turco, you would do a place a bid on him, and then you'd come over to the buy now maximum, and you would set it to like 3,000. If there's none up, then you would know that that's a good price. So you really want to be buying for 10% less and selling for 5% more. That's kind of the rule of thumb. You kind of want a 15% gap in it. So if the lowest one's selling for like 3,200, you want to buy a card for like 2,700 and then sell it for 3,500 or 3,400 or something around there. And they usually do sell pretty quickly, and they sell in bunches. You'll notice that if one of your cards sells, they usually all sell because people are using these to buy them to put into the power-up icon set to try to get some of the power-up icons in the game. So that's what I would recommend to do for if you don't have a lot of coins. If you're approaching something that somebody like you got like hundreds of thousand coins, you're just using coins to make more coins to maybe afford a Team of the Year, or just get your coin balance up before it's the end of team of the year and you want to build some other MSPs. The first method that I used was power up icons. Now it's not super good right now just because icons were so much lower last week because so many people were investing in team of the year, so they didn't really have any demand for icons. So unless you can find one for like 45k or less, it's probably not worth it for the icons. But last week I was buying them for 40k and then reselling them for this week I resold them for like 50, 60. So they're approaching 60k now. I sold a Rod Brindamore today for about 55k. So if I held on to it a little bit longer and sold it overnight, I would have made like another 5k on it at least. But you know what? It's okay. Somebody like this Howie Morenz is usually a little bit of a better one just because he usually sells for a little bit more since he's pretty fast. You know, usually you want to be looking for the 83 pluses, but sometimes if you get an 82 for a good deal, they usually sell for about 5% less than the 83s though, so just keep an eye out for that. Just because the 83s, they don't require that first tier that costs 5,000 coins, but the 82s do, so the 82s are a little bit cheaper, but if you can snipe one of those, then those are very good to snipe. And then the next one that I would do is I would set my filter to overall rating 83 to 89, so basically all the fodder cards in the game. And, you know, it's just the usual 59th minute method, and you know what? The 59th minute method, you know, it's a little bit tedious, it's a little bit hard to do. You don't always get the snipes that you're looking for. It's a little bit time consuming, but at the end of the day, no matter what, as long as you learn the prices of the cards on the market, you're more likely than not going to make some coins. This is the big method that I did at the start of the year. It was way better at the start of the year, I can't lie, because there was a little bit more diversity in the prices. For example, a Barzal would be selling for, 20k, but you could snipe one for like 5k, and then you would make 15k off just that one card, but you can't really do that anymore, unfortunately. So you're just going to sit here at the 59th minute. I'm recording this really late at night at about 11:30 p.m., so it's not really the best time to be doing this, but yeah, you just want to be keeping an eye out for any snipes. You're going to press place bid. As soon as it gives you the option to place a bid, you're going to back out, and it should refresh them. As you can see, there's cards being listed as we speak right now. Another Kaprizov being listed. None of them are listed with buy nows, which kind of sucks, just because you want to be able to buy now on the cards when they are listed for pretty good deals. But yeah, we don't see anything up right now that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, basically what I did was right around content time every day, especially when there was good packs out, you could sit here and refresh, and there would be a lot of good card snipes that would pop up. But right now, obviously, it's late at night, so it's not as good right now. And then the other one was just placing bids on cards. Bidding on them is usually pretty good, but it's just hit or miss depending on the time. Sometimes people mass list cards, and yeah, that's how you're gonna make coins. And then the last method I did to make coins was this Svechnikov here. I bought him at 75k when he first came out. He was price locked at 75k, so I would just sit here and refresh on his card until he popped up. He popped up for 75k, and then before the game this morning, I sold him for 170,000 coins, so I made a big profit on him, and he only ended up reaching 89 overall, so you know what? It's a good card, but it was not worth the 75k that I paid for it, let alone the 175k that somebody else paid for it from me. So I made about 100k off of that, which is going to help me get very close to Poulin. As you can see, you might be saying, oh, he only has 120k in his bank right now. How is he going to end up making Poulin? They cost like 600 to 700,000 coins. Well, if you can see here, I have a lot more than just that. I've been saving up a lot of cards, buying them at their best value. It seems like 83s are probably the easiest ones to buy right now, and I have about 20 collectibles worth in my collection. And then I also have the other part about grinding and how I got these Team of the Year cards for very cheap is if we head over to online. We play Hut Champs, we play Division Rivals, and that's how I'm going to get a bunch of good rewards. And even if you wanted to, you could play Hut Rush if you got extra time even, and then just get some gold players from that. Although I don't think that that's necessarily the best way about going through this, unless you have a power-up icon Mary Philippe Poulin and you need power-up collectibles, then I would recommend going through Hut Rush because that'll help you a lot getting power-up collectibles to power up your Mary Philippe Poulin, and I would highly recommend upgrading her to her Team of the Year because her Team of the Year is certainly very good. Obviously, we have 4 days left, and my goal is to make Mary Philippe Poulin or Taylor Heese. I'm still deciding. I think I'm leaning towards Poulin just because she's a lefty, and I need a lefty on my team. I don't really need a righty because I'm pretty deep on righties this year, but yeah, we'll see as we go. But yeah, that's basically how I made 6 Team of the Years for completely free. It's not, like I said, it's not too difficult. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. But if you can do that, then you will be set. And yeah, you're going to have a great time building Team of the Years. You're going to have a great time building MSPs. Just be diligent with it. I promise you it'll work out in the end. And I know a lot of people come to my Discord, link in the description down below, and they say, oh, well, I tried all your methods and I can't make coins. I still can't do it. Just the biggest thing that I'm going to recommend to you guys is that you take the time to learn how to do it, because it doesn't happen instantly. You got to learn how the cards fluctuate on the market, fluctuate being going up and down in value. But yeah, it's very hard. It seems very hard and very daunting when you start, but as you do it a little bit, as you kind of understand how the cards move up and down when supply and demand comes out, or supply comes out and demand goes up and down, it's very easy to kind of manipulate the market to where you can make lots of coins very easily. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.